Let's talk about the situation with finding a job. So, recently I've got several direct mail on Twitter, several inquiries there from the students that are at the stage when they already have some basic experience to show. So, this, yes, this is a baseline. So, they are basically, they need to go and get a job. The problem is that they apply to many positions, getting no response, or even attending interviews, but with no luck, right? So this situation is normal. However, you must work on your self represent. Okay, you must improve. Improve in what direction? There are two. First is a self-representation. This is very generic, but this is basically how you look for a job. And your professional skills. This means to do some. So what do I see often? In self-representation, I see that quite minor problems, and I'm not able to put enough efforts to diagnose the situation deeply, plus my experience is related to finding a high grade jobs. This is different, and if so, this automatically means that you need to find an HR coach for this, because I'm not competent and there are people who are competent. And in particular, I don't suggest to change these things because it makes quite a little sense to spend my time enumerating them. I'm getting many requests like that because this won't help. And an HR coach will solve bigger problems and these minor problems as well. Then, about the professional skills, in the situation is like that for some of the people, they are ready. They need to continue their education already having a job, because the education, the advancement goes different. So initially you have to reach some level, so you could actually do a job, do a respective job. And for some other, they are close, they only need maybe another project, but this must be pointed out by an HR coach. And then I can suggest how to do that project, how to get figure out a task for the project, how to make it look presentable. Okay, but again, this should be followed, because for some of the people it is not a problem at all. So no need to do extra things and before you did the very major analysis about your problems. Aside of that, you should apply a lot. And if you know why you failed, in most cases it looks like they asked you something on the interview and you didn't answer, or you are not sure you answered. That's all right. Study the answer offline. You will use it in the future. So if you reach that stage where you are on the interview and you are able to remember what tasks do they ask you, and where you were not fluent in your answers, you are effectively learning. And here, this is the way of diagnostics, to know what the world actually needs right now at this stage, because it changes continuously, and it is even different in different countries, different industries, etc. So here we are. So we concluded that we need to find a coach, right? How to do that? Uh, I don't have anyone vetted, so I cannot recommend anyone. What do they look like? You could try to find them. No, first the mindset. Safety mindset. Safety in this world, in most cases, means not avoiding risks, but managing risk. So you accept the risk, but you know that you have more resources that it takes to negotiate the negative output. So the coach you find could be a failure. That happens, that's the life. If you can do a refund, good for you. But if you cannot, this shouldn't break your progress. So this means two things. Accept mentally that some coaches could be a failure. Uh, try another every time. I hope you notice that fast. And sure, you could buy at least 5 sessions at their price because you need at least 3 sessions with the one who actually helps, plus 2 for the ability to change them. Talking about mindset, consider continuously consider yourself responsible for the success. Think how to find and how to interview the, maybe not interview, how to, I don't know, how to evaluate the coach before buying services. So if you're already a high paid professional, I would say here just don't care much about the money spent, because with good career shift you will get much more. For the beginners, our goal is to make you find a good job, assuming that you are already a really good worker. So you're going to find the best job, and eventually we all want that you have a lot of money, more than you need for any HR coaching services. But I know that when people start, significant expenses could damage their situation. So I would be glad to help with a pre-vetted coach, but I don't promise anything will happen soon. One day I will probably do that. But right now, all I could say is that the responsibility is completely on you, and actually it is always on you. Other people just help you with the things you don't know. So where to find them? Social networks. In this case, you could read what they write and make conclusions. Let's try to find something directly. HR coach. Do we have any HR coach? Apparently we should have them. HR coach. People just study all the profiles you found here. Another option is Fiverr. Okay, social networks. Twitter, for example, but maybe LinkedIn. YouTube, etc. Yes, all good. So, freelance tax. On freelance tax, you don't only see the workers, you also see consultants and agencies and whatever service you could buy uh, in digital. So, Fiverr, that's where I saw there are people. If you find here HR code, as I remember, the results is not what you need. I will lead an HR professionals coaching group. This is completely the opposite. This is for the coach for HRs. Uh, but there is a keyword, mock interview. That's exactly the service they offer you. So I will help you ace your job interviews through mock interviews. So you don't pay much attention to the gigs themselves. Instead, you go and study the profiles of those people and see all their gigs, what they do. And you could contact them, ask them about your situation, etc. That's another way to find an HR coach. And that's, I think, all the ways. So you either find people where you're going to hire them directly, or you're looking for them through social networks. In social networks, you sometimes could find public, uh, how to say that in English? They host events, some of them host events time to time when they can analyze your CV or do a mock interview for you in public. So this will be free, but you shouldn't actually rely on that much because this service is never complex. They simply showcase how they do this or that part of their process, but you need the whole process. Plus, it you the higher chances that you won't find the good opportunity. So when you pay, you have more control of the situation. That's what I know. I use their services myself. I had an exceptional experience one time and completely disappointing experience another time. And the exceptional was much cheaper than the total waste of time and money. That happens. That's the life. So good luck. These two are the most important where to go. And actually, I think this is practically important, right? But fundamentally important is this, the mindset. Because you won't do what you need without the proper mindset. You won't do anything. Good luck.